Welcome back to my channel, guys. Conscious and aware. Come on, come on, come on. Now, doing this will make you happier. Before we get into the video, I just want to thank you guys who are watching, who are subscribing, sharing, liking, commenting, man. This channel is about self-development, self-improvement, and it's designed to make your life better. So, let's get into the video. Doing this will make you happier. Before we talk about doing the thing that's gonna make you happy, let's first look into the reasons why people are unhappy. Now, there's so many different factors involved. I'm not gonna list every single factor, but there are 3-4 main points that makes people unhappy. One, they're constantly seeking approval. Two, they're constantly comparing themselves to other people. 3, they're not good within themselves. 4, the mindset that they have, the perspective that they have is not according to their nature, according to abundance and being happy. Now, what you have to understand is that in life, we're all gonna go through something, you know? When I say do this to make you happy, I don't mean you're gonna be happy every single second, every single minute of the day. Of course, sometimes it's sad, sometimes you feel like this, you feel like that, 100% natural, you know? Don't get it twisted what I'm saying in that. But what I'm trying to say is that there are certain things you can do to implement into your life, your daily routine, your perspective, that will make you happier more often and consistently. You feel me? So what I'm trying to say basically is that the main thing is that how you perceive things. That's the number one thing. How you perceive things is gonna determine your mood, your emotion, etc. The event that, the one thing, like I always say in most of my videos, is you can only control yourself, not outside events. You can only control who you are, how you behave, your response, your character, mannerisms. You can only control that, not outside events. This is one of the main things that will make you happier. Realizing it, just understanding it, just understanding what I just said alone is enough. That's the video wrapped up right there, you know, if you understand just that principle, because a lot of people get upset because things didn't go their way, but you cannot determine how things are gonna go. You can't determine how someone's gonna behave. You can't determine what the weather's gonna be like. You can't determine what the government's gonna do. You can't do, none of that is in your control. Trying to control it or hoping that you have any influence in that results into you being sad, miserable, depressed, whatever you want to call it. You understand? So realize this is the most important one. Now, look at it like this then. That principle there, then the next step is to look into yourself. Look into yourself as the solution to everything. You feel me? Because once you look at yourself and how can I improve myself, then you're gonna look at yourself like, wow, I have so much power and influence, more than you can think. Because if you look at yourself and improve who you are, the way you behave, the way you look at things, then you're gonna be happy, bro, because you're gonna realize that you are the one that's dictating how you feel, you know? So what I'm basically trying to say is the main thing, that's obviously perspective, but another thing is your physical, mental, and spiritual health, man. Them 3 things right there need to be intact, need to be at a high degree. You feel me? So when I say physical health, now it's hard to be happy if you're overweight, you're suffering from diabetes and you're overweight, or you're underweight, you know? So your physical health, take care of yourself, eat the right things, fruits, vegetables, train. You don't need to go to the gym, you could do bike riding, do physical activity to take care of this vessel, you know? The body is a vehicle. You understand? Just look at how you have a car, you drive from A to B. Now, if you're driving a car from A to B and you haven't checked your tire pressure, you haven't checked the oil levels, you haven't checked all the functions, all them functions have to be in good condition for you to go to where you need to go to. Same as the body and mind and that. So if you're just driving with a loose tire and the oil, you're gonna have a crash, bro. But if you take care of yourself physically, you're looking after your body, like training, eating the right things, all of them, drinking enough water, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna feel happier automatically. Same with the mindset. What are you feeding your mind? Are you watching the news all day? You're on social media all day? You're just around negative people and you're in a negative environment constantly? Then you're not going to feel good. You're not going to be happy. So take care of that. You understand? So start to do positive things like reading books and like flipping, watching videos like this and being around positive friends who are making you feel better. Boom. You see, now the mind is getting in tune, the body's in tune, the mind is in tune. Your spiritual health. Your spiritual health, everyone has their own beliefs. If you have a religion, then you go into that and find your connection with God. If you believe in the universe or nature or whatever it is that you believe in, go in tune with that. There has to be some sort of spiritual connection, something outside of the physical realm, not no material item or person, something that is beyond the physical, which is why it's called spiritual, you know? So whatever you believe in, dive into that. Make sure your connection is good with your God, be good with the universe, you know? So I feel like them three things are neglected the most. People try to attain wealth, to have high status, to become all of these things, worldly things and that, and they abandon their physical, spiritual, and physical, spiritual, what was the last one again? Physical, spiritual, and mental health, you know? So them three things are the basis. If them three things are in order, you are going to be happier for sure, you know? These are the foundations. You cannot build a house without a strong foundation. Once these three things are good, boom, you're straight, you know, solid foundation, and anything, you're able to enjoy anything and your perspective will be positive. But if you can neglect your physical health, or you neglect your spiritual health, or you neglect your mental health, you are not going to feel good. No matter, you could have billions, trillions, you could have everything you want and you'll still not feel good because you've neglected these three things, you know? So to be happier personally, to round the video up, it's just a perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's not about how much you have in materials or in anything. It all depends how you perceive it. If bad things are happening to you, if you perceive it as it's always happening to you, that you're cursed and you just can't get out of it, then you're gonna feel sad and depressed. If you look at the thing that is happening to you as opportunity to grow, as it was meant to be, as there is a lesson within the adversity, then you're gonna feel happy, you're gonna welcome it. You see, the way of thinking, the mindset, ultimately determines your experience that you're having. So really dive into the mind, really dive into perspective, dive into self-improvement, self-cultivation, self-overcoming, you know, look all of them things up, self-analysis, all of them things right there is the gateway to your happiness, you know? So do not neglect it, keep going, and yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. I don't make it too long. If it brought you value, make sure to like the video, man. Make sure to comment down below. Let me know what you got from it. Share this video with someone who you think needs it. And definitely subscribe, man, because videos are coming consistently, man. Come on.